Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share some personal revelations that I've received on parenting. I have been a single mom now for almost 3 years. Being a parent, whether you're a father or a mother, is already hard. So whether you're parenting separately or you're parenting together, it's still very hard. But I learned some things along the way that I wanted to share that would hopefully make it better for you, whoever you are on the other side of the screen. So let's get into it. Who my son will be is already determined by God. This one's a tough one for my control freaks because if you're a parent, you understand that, or you think that you have control over this child. But for the parents who know, you do not. I realized through this single motherhood journey is to stop resisting, stop fighting that control and surrender to God when it comes to my kid, to understand and know that I am partnering with God to manifest His plan for Cameron. That's my son. God, I'm working with you so that we can get him all the way together because I don't know everything. And we'll get to that later. Although at times it may truly feel like you're parenting alone, I'm never doing this alone. I can always lean on the wisdom of God to help me in the areas that I lack, because there are significant areas where I lack as a parent that I need him to come in and kind of shift me and adjust me in ways so that I can show up for my son in the best way possible. Your child is not beneath you. Now, some may not agree with this. This may shake some things up for folks. Hear me out. Although we are not equal to our children in responsibility, we are equal to them in personhood. I believe that our children deserve to be treated with the utmost respect and kindness, no matter what the circumstance or situation is. For an example, it's easy to look at your kid and say, "You do what I say because I said it and when I say it." You know, your motivation behind that is, I'm trying to protect you. I'm trying to create boundaries so that you are safe, right? Don't jump on the couch. I'm thinking about all the crazy stuff that my son does in the house that I don't even want to say on camera. That's what we're trying to say when we do all that, like, don't do this because that's, but as a child, I don't need to be condemning you with the finger. I should be able to speak to you respectfully and kindly, as if I was talking to another adult. I'm not doing this to another adult, right? I've seen a significant difference in my relationship with my kid the moment I started to meet him where he was, physically get down on his level and speak to him eye to eye, really trying to understand his individual needs and wants, that he is a person. Patience is an everyday decision. If you're a parent, you know this is a tough one because this is another thing that we have to relinquish our control and say, you know what? I got to be patient. I can't scream at you. I got to take a deep breath. I got to count down from 5 and I got to take a deep breath because my flesh wants to cut you up. Can I speak to boy moms real quick? Boy moms, can we talk? Can we talk? Are you guys doing okay? The boys will get you. It's something that wells up on the inside of you that's just like, you know what you're doing. I don't have a daughter, so I don't know if girls are also the same, but I know for my son, he can get me there quickly. And in those moments is when we need to practice patience. A lot of our parenthood journey, when we are raising these kids, we will be going through a process of some form or fashion that will require patience. So whether that's trying to get your kid to sleep in their own bed all night, or that learning to set boundaries with a co-parent, it's a process, an everyday decision to say, you know what, I'm gonna practice patience. This is hard, God, this is hard. I don't wanna go through this, I don't wanna see this, whatever it is. Your kid's frustrating you, they can't get right, they're cutting up in school. You gotta be patient with, not just with your children, be patient with yourself and say, you know what, we're gonna get through this. It's gonna take some time, we're gonna get through this, it's gonna be all right. Don't beat yourself up as a parent, you're a good mother. And I keep going back to my kid. My kid is 5. He's still learning, he's still learning, he's still growing, he's still figuring things out, he's still coming into his own personhood. I'm gonna throw this in there as a bonus because I'm feeling it right now. In the Bible, it says, 1 Corinthians 13, I looked it up. 1 Corinthians 13 and 4 says what? Love is patient. And I don't want to go into a full Bible study, but I want you to understand that when you're patient with your children, yourself, and God, you're expressing love. Okay, because that wasn't even in my notes. This one is extremely important. I didn't even realize how necessary this was until I was actively doing it. Prioritizing your self-care. I can't emphasize this enough to not neglect your needs. You have needs, you have wants, you have things that you need to do to pour inside of you so that you are able to show up for these kids. So there's this mindset that some people have that like their kids have to be everything, their entire lives, like they have to fill up their entire schedule. With that mindset and those patterns and behaviors, what about you? You lose you. And who's pouring into the parent who is pouring into the kid? You see what I mean? Think about it like it's a cup, and pretend that this is all you have left for the week, and you have poured out everything you have to your children. Now let's pretend that this is empty. The next week rolls around, them kids still need you to pour, but it's empty and you have nothing left to give. So who's pouring into you? I said all that to say to prioritize your self-care, the things that you need, whether that's longer showers and baths, that's taking your time with skincare, that's going to walk around Target aimlessly with no sense of direction or list, okay? Where I find these pockets of time where I can show up for myself and say, you know what do you need right now, Justice? You're a little bit impatient and snappy with your son today. What is it that you need? Do you need some more sleep? Do you need to go eat? Sleep or eat? It's usually one of those. Or pray. I need to go just lay down and be quiet. That's what I need. It just begins with finding practical ways to show up for yourself. It doesn't have to be this grand thing where you take an entire weekend to go on a retreat, get a spa day. But if you want it to be, I'm here for it. Go get yours, sis. But I'm saying it doesn't have to be that. Like, it could be in the house. I've kind of been speaking to this point the entire video, but I don't have all the answers, but I'm committed to learning. Parents, we tend to think because we are a parent, we should already just know everything there is to know about the kid. There's some parents who are like that. I'm a parent, so I should just know. Or I've been a parent for X amount of years, so I should just know what to do. The moment you humble yourself and say, you know what? I don't know. Help me. I don't know how to figure it out this time. I don't have all the answers. You humble yourself. You become more human. Just as you don't have all the answers, and you don't want to bamboozle your kid to think that you have all the answers, because they're going to grow up and come to you, your imperfect self, for all the answers for their life, and realize, wait, my mom's not a superhero. My dad's not a superhero. They can't save me from every single thing. They don't have all the answers. They're not perfect. You're setting yourself up as a parent. And I've just learned to keep my heart open to new and different ways of doing things. I don't have all the answers, but I'm committed to learning, to doing differently, because it's not about me. It's not about what makes me comfortable. It's about my kid. Understanding, like, I'm committed to learning whatever I need to cultivate the best life for him, to create the best environment for him to thrive in. That's what's important. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this type of content, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the family. We are doing things over here. We are healing over here, okay? We are cutting up over here too. So join the family. I wish you guys the best in your personal journeys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.